Since the Minister of Home Affairs, Clement Roye, asked citizens to apply to the General Post Office for their birth certificate update in order for them to have a passport, Mr. Joseph Harmon has been a critic of that move, and Mr. Joseph Harmon, who has been in the media talking about this situation for days, and now the passport situation has been scrapped by the government.
But from the first day that we were told about this new requirement, we said that it was stupid, that it made no sense, that since the two entities that had to do with birth certificates and passport was under the same ministry, that there was absolutely no reason why the ministry should be placing a burden on the people to get a birth certificate that's updated.
Joseph Harmon, APNU MP. Mr. Harmon said it was a stupid decision by the Ministry of Home Affairs to begin with.
After some amount of public protests, and I believe after a court action was filed by Mr. Safir Hussain, it was taken to 2 years. It still did not make sense, and still up to now don't make sense. Ultimately, I believe that some amount of pressure or some amount of common sense was returned to the Honorable Minister Roye and decided that it is no longer necessary for the birth certificate to be of any duration, be it 6 months or 2 years.
The Ministry of Home Affairs had stated early last month that the birth certificate requirements for passport were for integrity purposes, that the process was necessary to enable Guyana to comply with the international best practices and prevent illegal use of travel document. Mr. Harmon said Mr. Roye should resign from the office forthwith.
We have always said that this did not make sense, and it only goes to show that we have a Minister of Home Affairs who does not think, who does not have the interests of the people of Guyana at heart. And all he does is spend his time at Freedom House and make edicts, which makes no sense whatsoever. And this is just basically one of the type of thing that he has been doing recently that made no sense. Eventually the time corrected. And we hope eventually the time will correct Mr. Roye himself, and just as he has actually done away with the requirement for a time, that he will do away with himself and get out of that office.
I'm Andrew Weeks reporting from the Office of the Opposition Leader for HGP Nightly News.